There are various forms of entertainment, such as music, dance, painting, but also the art of storytelling. The art of storytelling originated with the earliest peoples who passed stories on orally. With time and human evolution, we then moved on to writing, to the first literary works of various genres, and finally with the advancement of technology to our era in which films and TV series take center stage. And it is precisely with the advent of technology and digital, color TV and cinema that the need was felt to put into images what until then had remained only words written on paper. Therefore, two apparently different words came together, giving rise to a new form of art and entertainment, film adaptation. In this bachelor's degree thesis, I decided to take into exam one of the most famous and beloved literary characters in English literature, Sherlock Holmes. Starting from the origins, the detective story is a popular genre of consumer fiction that originated in the mid-19th century and developed in the 20th century. The forefather is considered to be Edgar Allan Poe, with his character Auguste Dupin, who first appeared in 1841 in The Murders of the Rue Morgue. Dupin is a detective with very special traits who is able to solve any case just by reading the facts of the crime, without ever needing to show up at the crime scene, thanks to his incredible detective skills. The historical period in which Poe lives is an era strongly pervaded by value and positivist thought, in which an attempt is made to set aside religious authority, until then considered the sole bearer of human knowledge, to make room for research and the flourishing of new scientific theories. Society, especially the European one, is changing. It is opening up to the discovery of intellect and logic. Poe brings a real revolution to literature. With the creation of his character, he demonstrates that writing and narrative are logical, almost schematic processes. For him, the inspiration of the poet and the writer is the product of his reason. There is no longer room for anything irrational, abstract, or far-fetched. Thus, thanks to Poe and the creation of the character of Dupin, the figure of the detective has born, and its aim is to give an answer and offer a solution to what seem to be real mysteries, but which in reality are nothing more than enigmas, puzzles with missing pieces, easily traceable through observation and logic, in a scientific and analytical manner. Sherlock Holmes is a literary character created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle in the late 19th century, belonging to the literary genre of the detective story. The character made his first appearance in the novel A Study in Scarlet from 1887 and appeared in a total of 4 novels and 56 short stories. To delineate the personality of this character, Doyle took his inspiration not only from his imagination, but also from a real person whom he knew very well and held in high esteem, Dr. Joseph Bell. Joseph Bell was his medical lecturer at the University of Edinburgh and he used to teach his students the art of deduction. For him, observation and the search for details were fundamental in order to make an accurate diagnosis of a patient. It is thanks to him that we owe the acumen, the deductive ability, and the analytical and scientific mind that characterizes Sherlock Holmes. Most often, film adaptation consists of using the plot of a novel as the basis for a film script. The transposition can be more or less faithful to the original work, and thus decide to take free inspiration or be a true adaptation. The 2010 television series Sherlock, aired by the BBC, is a free adaptation based on Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's novels. 4 seasons were produced, each consisting of 3 90-minute episodes plus a special. The series is called a free adaptation because, unlike the rest of adaptations created up to that time, the BBC's one transports for the first time Doyle's mysterious and fascinating character to the 21st century, modern London, where technology takes center stage. The Sherlock Holmes of the series, played masterfully by actor Benedict Cumberbatch, is, as he likes to describe himself, a high-functioning sociopath, extremely outspoken and rational, who enjoys experimenting in the lab and who in his spare time acts as a consulting detective at Scotland Yard, the London police headquarters, together with his trusty companion John Watson, played by the actor Martin Freeman. To be adapted for modern television, executive producers Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss had to make quite a few adjustments, but at the same time, their attention to detail is truly remarkable. The key of the series' success is the research, culture, and above all, the passion of the 2 producers. Without their prior and detailed knowledge of the character created by Doyle, the series would not have been as successful. It is precisely due to the producer's love for Sherlock Holmes that his soul remains intact and has not been distorted, only the time and the setting changes. This dissertation has no objective other than to tell, inform, and compare. We have embarked on a journey, and like any respectful journey, we have started from the origins, from the roots. I have a great passion for the art of storytelling as we define and call it nowadays in the 21st century with films and TV series. From there that I started to write my thesis. Being a great fan of the television series Sherlock and of Doyle's character in general, I wanted to trace the origins of the genre and the figure of the detective that provided the inspiration for a very successful, well-made television adaptation. I hope I have succeeded in my intent, which I repeat is none other than to inform, arouse curiosity and enthusiasm in anyone who does not know not only the series but the immortal and timeless figure of the most famous detective in the world.